This is the engineering update for the sprint ending on August 3rd, 2021. This sprint, we worked on payments, gate flows, map, forms and workflows, and miscellaneous tasks. For payment, we added a history screen to the property detail page, as well as improved the payment mobile experience. We also added the ability to accept payments towards multiple plans and a view plan detail on the plan screen. Finally, we added a make a payment button on the dashboard and auto refresh capabilities on the payment screen. For the gate flow, we worked on optimizing query performance to improve the front end responsiveness, and we fixed various issues. However, we didn't get to finish improving the logbook for visit requests, and we could not fully identify the problem with random app refreshes at Ciudad Morazan. For maps, we now chose a more neutral color scheme, and we fixed inaccurate plot data on the map. But we couldn't work on adding a house type to track constructions. We didn't get around to it, and we didn't have time. Forms and workflows, we anticipated a lot of changes and improvement from our first use case at Ciudad Morazan, and we did that, and we fixed actually all of those issues. And we added a sub-administrator field in the community setting, and we now display unpublished forms only for admin. In terms of miscellaneous tasks, we added a campaign user sender, and it is now a community setting. We wanted to work on modifying the scheduling routines for campaigns, but we didn't get around that. But now sites and custodians can now use our task features, which is great. Yeah. And we also now have a Rails integration with Phrase.com. What are we going to do next sprint? Well, one of the two big items is plan management renewal. We're going to build an entry screen to manage yearly valuation by plan type and add an auto renew flag to category plans. And we'll be able to automatically create plans for the new valuation every year. For the gate flow, we still need to optimize some queries, and we want to improve the logbook for visit request and finishing getting to the bottom of those random app refreshes. In terms of forms and workflows, we want to work on the business registration process, which is basically the ability to group forms questions into categories and the ability to generate pre-filled contracts. In terms of miscellaneous tasks, we want to work on the ability to mark user as inactive, as we do need to start pruning our database. And we need to start translating our property module. For the maps, last sprint, we wanted to work on adding a house type in order to track constructions, and so it is a leftover story from the previous sprint. How did we do this sprint? Well, we had 34 merge requests, and basically we had 5 engineers, so it's great. We had 44 issues in the sprint, and we completed 35, and we have 9 open. In terms of code coverage, we have increased quite a bit to 77.48, but it followed a drop last sprint. So it's not really an increase, it's just going back to where we were. So we do have a new engineer. His name is Daniel. Welcome, Daniel. What we're sad about is we did not complete adding a house tab for the map module, which prevents us really from displaying construction progress on the map. However, what's really nice is that we're going to start next sprint pushing forms into the contract area. This sprint, we have one person in the technical evaluation and one person who is ready to be interviewed by Nolan. In terms of goal versus actual, our code coverage, we're still below by about 3%. Merge request, we are actually doing pretty good. Our minimum is 22 and we're at 34. Known vulnerabilities goal is 10 and we are at 76.